Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is Zen Manga here, and I hope you're having a great day. So we have episode 20 of Demon Slayer, which is Pretend Family, and let me say this episode is amazing. Just gonna let you know, I already gave it a 10 out of 10. It's a direct continuation of episode 19, and they're all direct continuations, but this one was uh, just the opening of the episode was a suspense when we saw Tanjiro, who just recently cut off the head of the demon, Ryu, and it did he noticed that he smelled something and he didn't smell the ash coming from the demons like normally when he cuts off a demon or any other demon that perishes, right? So then we're left to believe like what's happening, like what's going on, and we see Ryu who's walking headless, and he actually says that he cut off his head before his head was cut off. I know that doesn't really make any sense, but what he says is he used his strings, which is part of his demon art, as a part of the Spider Clan, to cut off his head before it was done. And apparently that's just it's a way of just detaching his head rather than it be cut off by a demon slayer, right? Rather. So we're left to like say like what's gonna happen, because Tanjiro is crawling away, right? And then he's crawling to his sister Nezuko to, like he still has to try to save her, but he's incapable and immobile at this point where he can't even lift up his hand for the sword. So then we are left with someone who comes to save him, and his name is Jiu, I think, Jiu or Jayu, comes to save him, and then we're cutting scene to the demon Ryu's sister who ran away, or seemingly his sister, not really his real sister, and then we go through a process of a flashback when she's basically recalling her inception to part of the Spider Clan family. And basically, it's just that Ryu wanted to play a pretend family because he wanted to uncover memories, or just to have a bond that he thinks families should have, which they should, but he goes about it the wrong way, of course, that we know from the episodes. And as she's running, she runs into a demon slayer, and a demon slayer she captures in a cocoon state that we've seen before. Out of nowhere, who drifts past her, we see Shinobu. Shinobu is that butterfly demon slayer that we saw before. That was, with that was with Jiu, and I'm laughing because this episode is hot because she comes off as very cool and nice, and then she comes to the demon slayer and she's like, what a beautiful day we're having, and then she asks her, "You want to be friends?" And then she jumps on the demon and then kicks her down, and then she's basically saying, the demon is saying like, just say, don't kill me, right? And then she's like, okay, how many people have you killed? She asks her that question, and she's like, the demon's like, what? 6 people, but I was forced to do it. She's referencing Ryu, right? And part of it is true. She's forced to in some type of way, but that's not really the case. So then Shinobu is basically saying, oh, but on my way here, I counted about 14 different cocoons. So you're lying, basically. And then the demon just like gets up, jumps off, and basically is like, it's either do or die, right? So Shinobu is so graceful in her attempts, and she's so maniacal in the sense of like she's nice, but at the same time, that her depths are like really insane. So she takes out her sword. She does her version of her breathing concentration, some butterfly breathing technique, and the demon is like, you didn't cut off my head. I guess you're not strong enough, which she is absolutely correct. She's not strong enough to cut off her head. But Shinobu has poison in her blade, right? And this poison affects demons in a specific type of way. So the demon goes through the most agonizing moment that I've seen, right? In terms of like just contorting all over the place. So overall, this episode was amazing. Then we cut back, though. We cut back to Jiu, and Jiu is fighting Ryu, but it's not really a fight. Let me tell you right now, he does the 11th form breathing technique, right? Which is, I still don't know what it actually is, but basically he cuts off the head of Ryu, and that is it. It is finished just like that. So Jiu basically says, thanks, you held on. But it's an amazing episode. Go out and watch it. I enjoyed it. 10 out of 10.